Hello, my name is Zhongya Huang. I'm gonna talking about climate change today. So, climate change, it always be a really big project and big topic for all the humans. What is the climate change? Well, climate change actually is the unusual weathers, change the rain temperature, or change of the Earth's climate. But why the climate is changing? So it has like I organized to 5 points: the evidence, cause, effect, science, consequence, and impacts. The why climate change because the carbon dioxide. Why the carbon dioxide is so important? So we're gonna talk this first. About the carbon cycle. What's the carbon cycle? Carbon cycle actually is the engine of life of the Earth. Um, why is connect to the climate? Um, so so as we know, the carbon dioxide in the air, um, carbon dioxide in the air waiting to be sold. So we're gonna talking about the carbon cycle first. What's the carbon cycle? Carbon cycle actually is the engine of the light on Earth. Why is it called engine of the light? So carbon cycle actually is cycles. So why connection to the climate? So we know atmospheres. The main thing to building atmosphere is the carbon cycles. It traps protection of the heat from the earth. This is the carbon cycle atmosphere, which it would be otherwise escape to space. Uh, that's why carbon dioxide called greenhouse gases. It creates blanket of warmth to keep out the Earth from freezing like Mars. So that's why the Earth has a life, and that's why Earth has a temperature. The more carbon dioxide block hang out in the atmosphere waiting to be cleared, the warm Earth's gonna become. So so we look at this phone right here. The zero is right now. Let's say year before today is 2017. The 400,000 is 400,000 years ago. So that's the level of carbon dioxide. So around 150 years, or recently 150 years, the carbon dioxide is extremely rising to 400 is way before than 400,000 years ago. Um, so for me to understand the carbon dioxide and the atmospheres, I just imagine the atmosphere and the carbon dioxide is kind of like the ice cooler bag. So when you has little good enough ice cooler bags, it actually is the good thing for protecting Earth to have a warm. But if it become too strong and too big, and it keep hot and cold too much, so the more heat gonna store in the Earth, so the more temperature gonna be raising. And the reason why we get so many carbon dioxide is because we have a large amount of people. So every people gonna using car, electric, and house. and wood products. So as we know, car is producing a lot of carbon dioxide, and the larger power we use in the industry to building the power by burning the old carbons we throws on the soils, like fossils, fuels, coal, and oil, natural gas. House is building by the trees. So as we know, this large three amount building a large amount of carbon dioxide, and the three reason is deforestation. So as we know, a lot of the tree gonna balance out the carbon dioxide, but because we gain a lot of peoples, we have too many big amount of peoples. So we, as the economy needs, so we cut off a lot of forest, and which means it couldn't balance out all the carbon dioxide we produce, and we produce more and balance less. So that's why everything is raising up today in 150 years. Carbon dioxide is the main points. Let's talk about the effect of the climate change. How we see the picture, so I know the ice is melted from today. Lost a lot of ice melted to the sea, so the sea level gonna raising up. When the sea level raising up, a lot of land gonna disappear, like the 13 island will disappear in next 80 years. As we know, there's really good beautiful lands in our planet, but because of the climate change, because the product we're using, because more and more economy needs, so we produce a lot of carbon dioxide, cause the climate change, cause the global warming to have this resource. So not just the Island disappears, we also got high temperature cause fire. The effect of the climate change, not just for the land, the Island disappeared, also has weather disaster. We see a lot of this in the movie, but actually recently go to Yosemite Park and seeing that there's a huge amount of fire. I'm not sure is that climate change or people, but it gonna cause for the huge fires, the dry land, and the typhoons. Especially typhoon, I suffering every year before I came to United States. My hometown China, Shenzhen, is suffering from typhoon every year. It get more and more stronger recently. So I think it's thanks for the climate changes. This is my work site. A lot of works acquired from NASA websites, and few of us from the 13 Island will disappear in 80 years. She has the list, and the climate change of the presentations really helped me to understand what carbon dioxide works. Okay, thank you everyone. This is my presentation. Hope you understand and enjoy it. Thank you.